Hi guys, welcome to your weekly reading and energy update. My name is Angel with Ninth House Collective, and on my weekly readings, I'm actually looking at a collective energy, right? I'm going to be pulling a card from Tarot to give me some insight into that collective energy for the week of January 29th, we're reading right now, 2024. And then I'm going to ask for a direct message from Spirit for the collective and also for an alignment task from some oracle decks. So I'll be using Moonology and my Goddess Power deck. Okay, so with that being said, I like to always ask everybody to take a moment just to get present, right? We're always so rushed. So take a moment to take a deep breath in and let's connect. These are general readings. See how these messages resonate in your life. So we're going to be starting with Tarot, and as always, I like to ask as you get centered to be a clear channel, connecting only with the energies of unconditional love, the utmost healing, and the highest of wisdom. And I ask only to bring messages for the collective good. What is it that the collective needs to hear this week in regards to the energy, where we're learning, how we're growing, how can we move through the energy week to week and month to month, more in flow. I also will tune in and see if there's any energy centers collectively jumping out at me that would be beneficial to nurture this month as well. All right, let's see what the first piece of the puzzle is. Okay, guys, let's see. Our first piece of the puzzle it's the Two of Cups in reverse. So, guys, collectively, let me show you this card here. First off, let's talk about twos. Twos really are about choices and decisions that need to be made, right? Cups are about our emotions. They are about our relationships, our love, right? And so this card presented this week collectively in its inverse manner. So what that is telling me is, because I like to use this series about how we can personally grow and transform and kind of become more self-aware each week, each month, etc., and really flow through the energy. Although so many times this particular card is about our personal love relationships and romantic relationships, and its inverse position, it really always screams to me more about our relationship with ourselves, right? We need to be making collectively, this is a collective reading, right? Collectively, we need to be making better choices around how we take care of and give to ourselves so that we can create the emotional stability within our lives that's needed to keep things more in balance and more in flow. So again, twos being about decisions. I really want to see, there's a couple things, couple centers that are going to jump out at me. So because this is about giving to ourselves, I really want you guys to be able to nurture two centers this week, collectively. Let's nurture our sacral center, which is the second major chakra. This center connects us with joy, creativity, pleasure, and our emotions, right? So we want to bring about emotional stability. Cups are all about our watery emotions. And this card in particular, in its inverse manner, speaks to how we give to ourselves, right? How we fill up our cups, how we value ourselves and take care of ourselves. So that's what I want you guys to focus on, sacral. And the second one is going to be our heart space, right? So our heart chakra, that's about compassion and grace and how we love ourselves and others. But this week, as a collective, I want everybody to start thinking about how you give to yourselves. How do you take care of yourself so that you can bring yourself in an emotionally stable manner to the world, to your day-to-day, to your community, etc. All right, so that's the first piece of the puzzle, guys. January 29th, collectively, how can we give to ourselves in a way that we can show up in a more emotionally balanced way? All right, next we're going to be jumping to Moonology. And I'm just going to ask for a direct message from Spirit to kind of build upon this, right? So your centers this week collectively, guys, for those of you who are watching, we're going to be nurturing our sacral center, which is all about pleasure and fun. So lean into joy. Invite a little play and fun into your life this week. Also, we're going to be nurturing our heart center. compassion, love, grace for ourselves and others, right? But with the Two of Cups showing up and it's inverse, really want you to focus that heart center about how we love ourselves, how we speak to ourselves, how we think about ourselves, and how we, take care of ourselves. All right. Let's see what the Moonology deck brings forth to build upon that message for the collective this week. Okay, guys, and you guys, we have Hold Your Vision. Hold your vision, guys, right? Let's take a moment to just think about, what is our vision? What is it that we're working on? What are the ways that we would like to show up emotionally balanced? How can that help different visions that we may have right now, right? Things that we're trying to accomplish. When we show up emotionally stable, our visions and our dreams and our goals, they just flow, right? They flow. So if you're feeling stagnation and bringing some things into your material world right now, gaining emotional stability, I think, is going to be really key collectively, so that we can hold a vision of stability, of equal give and take within our relationships, especially within our relationships with ourselves. Okay, so 2 great messages so far for the collective. And to wrap it out, I like to focus on an alignment task. So I'm going to be using my Goddess Power deck. And for the weeklies, I like to see what the alignment message is. What Goddess is going to show up in regards to holding our vision and really learning how to nurture ourselves so that we can bring that emotional stability to help us as we bring that vision in, as we work towards our goals and our dreams and our desires. All right. What is the message from the Goddess deck for the collective this week? Okay, guys, the goddess that showed up is Lilith. This message is about independence. So I love that already. And I am really seeing a lot of the oranges, which really, that was the first center that jumped out at me for you collectively. We need to nurture our sacral chakra, right? So, guys, we need to lean into more fun, more play, more giving to ourselves, enjoying life, right? We need to hold our vision about what it is we want to create, what changes we want to bring forth, and, kind of hold that vision as we nurture our sacral center, and as we also open up our heart to show how we can lean into loving and taking better care of ourselves. So let's see. This message with Lilith is going to be about independence. I love that. Let's jump in and read your alignment message this week, guys. Lilith. Let's see what she brings forth. Okay. Oops, it's actually number 30. I was looking at, okay, perfect. Right. All right, so collectively, our alignment message for January 29th, the week of, is: do you sometimes fear being independent? You may have been conditioned to believe the only way to have close relationships is to become enmeshed and entangled with others. Do you long for independence and breathing space, yet fear reprisal should you choose to detach from unhealthy companions or situations? You'll need courage for the alignment task Lilith asks you. Walk away and establish more empowered sense of self by saying no to those relationships that drain your very life force. Guys, the Two of Cups in reverse really does speak to codependent relationships. So that's something you're being called on, that we're all being called on collectively. We need to surround ourselves and nurture relationships that are an equal energy exchange, right? We need to let go of the codependencies and really lean into our independence, knowing that we're great by giving to ourselves and taking care of ourselves in the way that we need. Love that, how this is tying the whole reading together. Sometimes people attract drama into their lives to avoid accountability. Enabling this dynamic helps you to avoid responsibility that's required when you have no one else to blame for the conditions of your life. Other people's chaos becomes a smokescreen, and it just muddies the real truth. Deep down, you're afraid of the consequences of taking charge of your life. However, all is not lost. You would not be here reading these words if you weren't ready to be strong enough to make the changes that are necessary. You are up-leveling your life. Lilith is beside you to lend a hand, to give you strength and courage to do the right thing for yourself and for others. How do we do the right thing for ourselves and for others? This card, both the Goddess deck and the card, the Two of Cups, in its inverse position, speaks to codependencies. So this is really asking you this week, collectively, all of us out there, to really start giving to ourselves, leaning into our independence, and holding our visions for what it is we want to bring into the world. All right, guys, thank you so much. Remember, take care of you. You are all spectacular creatures, and first and foremost, play, fun, sensuality. Invite some joy into your life this week, guys. Okay, in case nobody's told you, remember, you are worthy, you are special, and you are spectacular, so take care of you.